Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today is Sunday. And on Sundays, we look at the energies for the week ahead. And this week, we are going to be looking at the energies from August 10th to August 16th. All right. Now, it does not really matter whenever you see this video, because if you are sometime in the future and you stumbled upon this video, there is a message for you here. That's why you've been guided to listen to this. So even if it's not the week that this video was intended for, know that you're here for a reason. So what are we going to do today is we're going to look at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. It is an energy forecast in which we ask for guidance inside what are the energies and what's the advice that we get. Right? So let's begin by grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. Sit in a comfortable position. Roll your shoulders back. Move the neck gently from one side to the other side, then from front to back. All right. That releases tension. Wiggle a little bit your upper body to loosen the energy. And now let's take a deep inhale in through the nose to the count of 4. Inhale. Hold. And exhale, always elongating that exhale as maximum to double the time of the inhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. All right. Now pick the fairy, either the pink, the blue, or the yellow, or the deck that calls you at this time, that resonates with you for some reason. Ready? Perfect. Let's begin with the pink fairy. Here we have it. All right, let's put the fairy on the side and this, give it a little knock and set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our week, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, let's look at the beginning of the week. Wow. One card. Middle of the week. And the end of the week. All right, very straightforward. We got one card for each, and we have the Two of Pentacles. All right, so here we are moving into the earth element, and the Two of Pentacles, it is that card of balance, right? And also it's letting you know that not only about balance, but about decisions that are made in a way that help us stay more grounded and help all our life be more balanced, right? So what does this say about the beginning of your week? It is asking for you to examine what things are getting you out of balance, right? And what steps do you think are important, or choices to take right now that could bring your life into more balance and could help you stay more grounded, right? So if at the beginning of the week, this week may feel like things are all over the place, so the advice here is to regain balance, to stay grounded, right? To make choices and decisions that help you feel that things are more in order, right? So if you find that there is something in your life, it could be in your personal life or professional life or someone or a situation that is throwing things out of balance, that is making you question how smoothly things are running, then perhaps it is time to put that thing aside or that whatever it is and work on trying to find balance and then reintroduce things that the situation, the relationship or the person into your life in a way that feels more balanced, more equal. All right. So this week is all about balance and feeling grounded at the beginning of the week. Now let's examine the middle of the week. And the middle of the week, we have the Seven of Cups. We move into cups that it is the water element, and here the Seven of Cups is telling us that the middle of this week is all about examining the choices and everything that's in front of us, right? So it is about it's not about making decisions or taking any specific action, but it is about reflecting about the choices you have in front of you, reflecting and getting clarity on which choices or which things you may want or that you feel that are in front of you are actually real, or which ones are illusions, romanticizing things, right? So the middle of the week is all about reflection and all about understanding what things or or what people are in your life that really get those emotions going, and then asking yourself if that is worth it, if that is real, or if you are just romanticizing a situation or an option in your life right now. So it's all about gaining clarity. And the end of the week, we move into the Eight of Swords. All right. The Eight of Swords, here we change element and we go into the air element. And the Eight of Swords is a lot of thinking, a lot of negative thoughts or thinking that keeps us caged. So, what the end of the week is telling you is to really look at the thoughts that you are having and how they are affecting your life, right? And understand that thoughts, as well as emotions, as well as actions and thoughts, words, emotions, actions, all comes together, and intention. That was what I was going to say. All comes together into manifestation. And your life sometimes is a reflection of the thoughts you're having. So towards the end of the weekend, the weekend, really examine the thoughts that you're having and how they are affecting your life and your reality at this time. Now, let's put it all together so the reading makes more sense. The beginning of the week, the energy forecast is saying that some things may feel chaotic. So it's important to bring things into calmness, to be more grounded, and into a more balanced state, right? So think about if there is anything in your life that is making you feel unsettled or that it is creating chaos. And perhaps it is time either to put it aside forever, to let it go, or just to put it aside for a while your life comes more into place. Being grounded and balanced is very important at the beginning of the week. The middle of the week is asking you for self-reflection, to look at the things that you want, to look at the options that you have, and examine your emotions and feelings about each one of those things. There are things or options or things that we want that we know they can be a reality, and others that is just an idealization or romanticizing of our mind. So really look at the things you want and the options in front of you and try to differentiate which ones are really for you and which ones are not. So a lot of self-awareness in the middle of the week will help you with clarity and will help you move forward, and also will help that energy move. Now, towards the end of the week is about examining your thoughts. If you are experiencing a lot of negative thinking, remember it is time to again find what is unbalancing you, ground yourself, and really examine your thoughts. Challenge those thoughts and understand that sometimes when we are not experiencing the life as we want it, examining the type of thoughts that we are entertaining is very important. Now, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, and if you want us to look at your particular situation, I'm a board-certified coach, holistic practitioner with a master's degree in psychology, and I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I bring all of these into my private sessions, so I can help you gain clarity, offer support and accompaniment while you make the best decisions and choices for your life. And I also offer pre-recorded readings that can be sent directly to your email. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can see my website down in the description or my storefront where you can book your session, read more about my offerings, or get your pre-recorded reading. All right, let's go with the second deck, the Blue Fairy. For those of you who picked this one. And here we have our Blue Fairy. All right, let's move the cards from side to side. Give it a little wake-up call and set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our week, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. One card for the beginning of the week. Middle of the week. And end of the week. Also very straightforward, this deck, for those of you who picked this one. So let's see the beginning of the week. And we have, wow, the Magician, Major Arcana, Major Advice. You are beginning the week with wonderful energy of creation, of manifestation, of making things happen. So this is very impactful. Remember, Major Arcana, Major Advice. So what this is telling you, the Magician, is that right now the energies around you are conspiring for things to happen the way you want. So you have that magnetism of the Magician that can create, can manifest. So ask yourself, what do you really want now? What resources are around you to make that thing happen? And what steps do you think you need to take towards making your dreams a reality? This is amazing, magical energy all around you. Now, what about the middle of the week? And you got the Ace of Wands. Wow, this couldn't be better. The Magician and the Ace of Wands. So if the beginning of the week had already that magical energy, that energy of manifestation, of creating, and it's asking you, all right, you have this amazing energy around. What do you really want? What resources are around you? What steps can you take? Then the middle of the week is knowing that with that same energy that seems to be moving even more towards creating and manifesting, it's like having that magic wand. It's all about doing things with intention. So put your intention into the things that you do, into the way that you think. Do everything with intentionality. That's talking, thinking, acting towards something. That intention is driving the energy so the things that you really want can become a reality. Now, let's see what the end of the week is telling us. And another major arcana, major advice, and that's the Empress. What an amazing and lovely reading you got. The Empress, that major arcana that is all about nurturing and creating. And this all adds together very well. Let me explain why. Energy, very powerful energy coming in, surrounding you right now. Important to really pinpoint what you want, what resources are around you that you can use to make things a reality for you or to achieve your dream. And also, not only what you want and those things that the resources are around you, what steps you can take. All put together makes you the magician, like Merlin. And the middle of the week, this same energy is moving towards the middle of the week, but it's as if a spirit or God gave you that magic wand to make things happen. And it's telling you at the beginning of the week, you take all the steps, or when you talk to people, or all the decisions, or all your thoughts need to be with intentionality. Because when we direct our intention, that's where our energy goes to and make things happen. And the end of the week is the Empress, that major arcana, major advice. And what does the Empress say? Now is time to nurture the things. If here at the beginning of the week we have that energy of momentum, right? Where we clarify and we take this energy. Here, the middle of the week, we plant the seed. The end of the week with the Empress is all about nurturing things, helping them grow, right? So it's not only what you want and what steps to take. Here is about what can you do to nurture and care for that project that you have, that relationship, that dream that you have, to make it grow. So you have a very powerful reading this week with the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the Empress. Use with, how does that saying go? With great power comes great responsibility. Think about it like this. So narrow down what you really want. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective, so take what resonates, let go of the rest, and never force anything. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, I'm a board certified coach, holistic practitioner with a master's degree in psychology, and I've been a tarot reader for 30 years. I bring all of this into my offerings. I offer private online sessions that can be done by phone, by video call, or even chat. And they are great sessions if you're going through changes, life transitions, if you need to gain clarity or you need support at this time. So the links are below in the description, my website and my storefront, and you can always reach out if you do have any questions. All right, now let's look at the last deck for those of you who picked the Yellow Fairy. And here we have our Yellow Fairy. All right, here we have our last deck of the day, the Yellow Fairy. Sorry, I just moved the camera. My apologies. All right. Let's give it a little knock and let's set the intention. Please let us know what energies are around us this week. Any guidance, advice, messages, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right. Let's see for the beginning of the week. One card. The middle of the week. Ooh. We're going to take these two that jumped out. So here we have two cards for the middle of the week. You know, I always honor every card that comes up. These last two decks only came out once, so we just leave it at one. But when two jump out, we need to honor. So it keeps moving. All right. Now, the end of the week. And two more cards. Let's put it like this so we all fit. All right. So let's see the beginning of the week. Who answers our call? Look at this. The Emperor, Major Arcana, Major Advice, and we have the energy of a 4, that number 4, that's a stability structure, and the emperor. And the emperor is that divine masculine energy that is a great leader, is very practical, very logical, knows how to make things happen, right? Knows how to manage all areas of life. So, what is this card telling us about the beginning of the week and the energies there? So, there is this energy of stability, right? So, what that calls is for you to actually create a good foundation, to create structure around your life and the things that you want. The beginning of the week is thriving on structure and stability, right? Also, making putting more effort into, or putting more energy into thinking things through, being more strategic, being more discerning, right? So, not putting so much emphasis on intuition, emotions, right? But being more discerning, thinking things really good, being very logical. And it's all about creating a good structure and good stability around your life, the things that are important to you, and the dreams you have. And now let's see the middle of the week. Who answers? Wow, the lovers, another major arcana, major advice. Wow, wow, wow. And the Ace of Swords. All right, so here we have that the middle of the week, that energy is already changing, right? We had here structure, stability, and now it's about vibrating with love, making choices out of love, letting your emotional side, love, be the one that's taking the wheel and the one that's driving forward. So, the middle of the week, what these cards are telling us, a great time for strengthening relationships, relationships such as romantic, intimate, family, friends, any relationship that you noticed lately that has not been in its most calm phase or in stronger, this is a good time to strengthen those bonds. It's also telling you that any decisions and choices that you make need to be made out of your heart, what you feel, those emotions, vibrating with love. It's very important in the middle of the week. And now you have the Ace of Swords supporting this card. And the Ace of Swords, here we have the air element, is telling you that communication is key. Communication and clear thinking, right? They are key right here. So even though you are leading with love, with emotion, right? And this, the middle of the week is all about relationships, either intimate, either with your family or friends. It also is asking for you to be clear on your communication, right? So communicate things clearly. It's very important. And that communication also helps you strengthen this relationship. So you have the opportunity for a good conversation to happen the middle of the week. Now, what about the end of the week? Who answers? And the end of the week, wow, we have another major arcana, the Temperance, major arcana 12, major arcana, major advice, and we have the Six of Wands. All right, so the energy here is changing as well towards the end of the week, and towards the end of the week is all about flowing with life, right? Being more moderate, being more patient. Patient with others, patient with yourself. Moderation is key, not going into extremes. Also, being able to reach out to your guardian angel, to those spirit guides, keeping in mind spirituality as you stay moderate, regulated, and you flow with things, right? And the Six of Wands tells you that by flowing with things without forcing anything, letting things be, letting people be who they are, and you just flow. You stay patient, patient with others, patient with yourself. You pray, you reach out spiritually, whatever practice works best for you. That will help the energy move towards success. Success towards anything that's in your mind and your heart right now. Remember, anything that's important, don't force it. flow with it. And automatically, by flowing with it, by being patient, by reaching out spiritually to your allies, it moves towards something that feels like success, right? So know that all that energy is what's going to carry intention towards success. All right, so let's do a quick recap. The beginning of the week, it's asking you for you to create a structure, stability, a good foundation to stay well balanced and strategic, right? To be more logic at the beginning of the week. The middle of the week changes all of that, and it tells you to lead with your heart, to make choices with your heart, to strengthen relationships, and to have a conversation that can help you strengthen some relationships here. And towards the weekend is about flowing. It's about being patient with yourself, with others, flowing with life, and letting things be. If you feel anxiety or things out of place, reach out above to your allies in the spirit world, to your guardian angel, pray to God, anything that helps you get more settled. And all that energy will flow in a way that will become towards intention of success. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Again, this is a general reading for the collective, so take what resonates, let go of the rest, never force anything, and know that if you want a private tarot session with me, I'm a board certified coach, holistic practitioner. I have a master's degree in psychology, and I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I bring all of these into our sessions to help you gain clarity, to offer support, right? I bring those coaching techniques, my tarot cards, right? And all of this to help you so you can make the best decisions for your life. So they are great for changes, life transitions, when you need that extra support and somebody to accompany you on your path. So please reach out. If you want to book one of these sessions, you can book them directly with me and ask any questions, or go to my website below and you can book directly there, or my storefront. And if you are not looking for a private session, but you would like more of a pre-recorded reading that you can download and listen over and over, or just watch a video like this, I also offer pre-recorded readings. Again, you can find more information on my website and my Gumroad storefront down in the description. And please like, subscribe, share these videos, as somebody may need to hear, and it's always helpful. And also know that by subscribing and getting those notifications on, you will see when we have new videos. And right now we have videos almost every day of the week. So here on Sundays, we have this energy forecast, and Monday, tomorrow, I will be back with the energies about work and career. I'll look at your professional life. So have a lovely rest of your day. Be gentle with yourself and with each other. And I will see you tomorrow. Brightest blessings. Bye bye.